Extremely dangerous. I know their personnel. We recruited a lot of those guys. I think they're as well coached as any team in the country. And yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely. And once again, there's the guys that played in games, and that's one of the things is there's young guys maybe first time playing, but they know them, and they know it's a rugged game. Yeah, you see it in practice. I think they've had some really good games, and then we kind of hit a wall as a team a little bit, and they were part of that. And then the last 2 weeks, they played outstanding football. And a lot of the things you see and a lot of things you don't see, and I do. I see guys contributing on special teams. I see guys blocking. I see guys adding value to our team, and that's what a great time of year to have that happen.
And final question, second row left.
No, I wouldn't say it hit me because like I said, I really don't really focus on that. But just being a kid that's raised in Brooklyn to have the opportunity to be a part of something like that would definitely be special. So I mean, I really don't focus on that, but just from where I'm from, just to be able to be a part of something like that, I think it'd be special for me.
Do you ever go back and think about that Maryland catch? That
No, I wasn't surprised at all because I've seen it happen to many players here. We had a whole bunch of players that really started their career here, like when Zeke, my freshman year, nobody really knew who Zeke was. I mean, we knew what Zeke could do, but nobody really knew, and then he just took off that year, and then from there, he had a really great career here. So we seen it happen before, so it wasn't a surprise.
One last question for Chris. Without looking.
Understand the team we're going against this week, we playing the away game, so we got to really focus on that. Understand they're gonna come out here and go out there and play hard, whether their record is good or bad. So we really just focus on that weekend, just maximizing each unit.
But the fact you guys are sitting there number 2 in the
I mean, I'll definitely say we want to be a part of the Big Ten championship game, but I mean, like I said, we just got to worry about these 2 weeks that's coming up.
Should have been around some really good groups, not maybe quite as deep as this one, but I think whenever you can rotate guys, it's kind of almost like the lines in hockey. They ask them to go as hard as they can for 2 minutes. We try to ask our guys to go as hard as they can, and then they know up front that you're going to get a rush. There's nothing more exhausting in football than rushing the passer.
You have guys that would be on that second team lineup.
When you look at it, if you can get there with 4, then don't risk bringing 5 because you get another guy in coverage. But I do think you always have to bring a little bit of pressure to make people, to keep them honest with their protections.
And that's basically what you've done as opposed to.
But offensively, I see a team that has really quality skill players. They've been beat up a little on the offensive line, but they're a dangerous offensive football team. You look at them, even with all the injuries they've had, they're in the middle of the pack or higher in every offensive category. So it's a productive offense and one that we really need to play well against to have success.
Yeah, their power run game, contact.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, as a secondary, especially when you're the safety, the name is for a reason. You're the safety. You got to get them on the ground. Otherwise, it's a big play. They do a lot of motions and shifts, which are going to demand our guys to really be on point, getting aligned. They get you aligned once, and then they make you realign. And then they do all that to distract you so then they can run the ball down your throat or throw deep passes because you mess up your coverage. So we're really going to have to be on point, but that's what the opponent's given us this week.
You can, like you said, you can sort of tell who's capable, of making a lot of great plays. And just if you watch a lot of the film, you see who they try to get the ball in their hands the most. So, he is one of the guys I feel like they try to get the ball to as much as they can. So you could tell that he's one of the guys that they rely on to make a lot of their bigger plays. So he's definitely capable of making something happen for them.
This is the first week in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely I feel like he's also one of the guys on the team. He had a great game against us last year, so I feel like. I feel like the secondary overall, we really don't have to worry too much about something like that because I feel like the linebackers probably took that to heart, how they ran the ball last year. So I feel like the linemen and the D-line are going to step their game up this week, and it's definitely going to be a different ball game out there.
Malik, you Google, you Twitter search.
Yeah, I have a pretty good role. I still got to block, make my blocks at the point of attack, get my reads, and execute when they throw me the ball and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I got a pretty good role in offense.
You were on the field last year when you played these guys. Do you remember that feeling walking off that field?
Yeah, it was definitely a terrible feeling and just disappointed we couldn't get that one. So yeah, you don't want to feel that again. Same thing that happened this year. We already felt that. So
Marcus, I'm sure you were asked this already, but the